New pod just dropping this that. If I said it, you know that it's facts. Got a Mac on me, no lack. I'm too fresh, all I wear is all black. Like a 90s kid, I'm all that. We outside, I'm like, where's y'all at? Wait. The beat gone, tell them bring the beat back. I'm a cheat code, can't beat that. I done been broke, so I gotta keep stacks. One shot, you don't get a rematch. If you on road thumbs, why the hell would we match? Draco's like where I sleep at, with the backyard again, cause that's where I creep at. I'm on fire, bro, they told me relax. I'ma get a beat of break, but they know I'll be back.
Oh, thank you so much. That's crazy. I love roses. It's my favorite flower.
Yeah.
Aw, y'all, this is the first guest to bring flowers. Y'all gotta step it up.
You got it.
Y'all gotta step it up, okay?
Gotta bring you something. You gotta bring you something.
Yes, thank you. All right, y'all, we are here with the episode of Back to the Beat. Like, share, comment, subscribe, do that now. And today we have
D BELLZ.
Okay, you wanna go ahead and tell them a little bit about yourself?
D BELLZ, coming from Oakland, California, you know. Got a new project out right now called Love Me Now. You can check in my bio at Scuba Squad Bells on Instagram, SCUBA_SQUADBELLZ. Got the new project out, Love Me Now.
Yes, make sure y'all go check that out. Yeah, we're about to go ahead and get into some things.
Okay.
So we're gonna start off, y'all already know it, Guess That Beat. We're gonna play 5 songs, the first 5 seconds. I'm gonna see if you can guess that beat.
Okay, let's do it.
So, let's see, let me make sure my phone is turned up. Okay. You ready?
I'm ready. Jagged Edge. Gotta be.
Okay. That was pretty quick. Okay.
Okay.
Let's see. We gotta. Where do I want to go next? Oh, I got it.
She my number one. I don't need nothing on the side.
That's J. Cole.
So that I was done for.
I can't think of the name. That's J. Cole off the January 28th album.
It's not the January 28th album. It's okay.
Fold and Close album? I can't think of it.
It's off the KOD album.
Oh, that's why.
Oh yeah.
I don't listen to the album.
Really?
Nope.
That's literally one of my favorite J. Cole albums.
Mine's is Born Center.
Okay.
Born Center and then January 28th album.
Yeah.
Forest Hill Drive.
Okay.
Those are my 2.
So the name of that was Kevin's Heart.
Okay, I got you.
Okay. Let's see. Another one you say you listen to.
I know that I hurt you.
Yeah.
I was a child trying to be a man.
That's definitely Drake. That's the Montel Jordan sample, Daddy's Home sample. I don't know the name of that song.
It's so close. Like it's like you halfway already said the name of it. You halfway already said it.
Dang. I'm striking out right now. It's crazy because I know the sample and I know the song, but I can't think of it. I'm not the best with titles.
Okay, it's called Poppy Song.
Poppy Song.
You know, Champagne Poppy. You know, yeah.
Man, you be giving everybody else the easy ones. You giving me curveballs right now. That ain't even like a single off the album. Neither was the J. Cole, the Kevin Hart's one. It's okay, I get that one.
No, the Kevin's Heart was
I get
pretty,
that one,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah. But I really don't listen to that album at all.
Okay.
But the Poppy song, damn. Okay, so I ain't doing good right now.
It's okay. You know, most people do like a 3 out of 5.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna, let's see what we can. Let's see. Now you talking about stuff. Okay, I'm gonna just play it.
That's fabulous. Oh, that's Eric Bellinger.
I'm gonna say, okay, you got the sample, but this is another song, but you got that part. But.
That's the Eric Bellinger song. I'm striking out right now. This is terrible.
Oh my goodness, you don't know that one?
No, I don't.
I just knew I was.
I don't know it. I know who it is though.
Okay.
I know it's Eric Bellinger, but I don't know I'm not good with titles, and I've been practicing for this game too. But I'm thinking he was going to do something like from the Bay or, Oakland.
This person whose song that actually is?
Yeah.
He is from over there.
He from L.A. Eric Bellinger, right?
No, he's the feature on that song.
So who's the main artist? I already got it wrong.
It's Mozzie.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
It's Mozzie.
He in my top 5.
Yeah. I love Mr. Mozzie.
This is terrible. This is the last one.
We got one more after that one.
Okay.
So that was called Can't Let You Go.
Yeah.
Mozzie. and Eric.
I definitely got that.
And then this the last one. I know you got this one.
That's Tupac.
You know.
How do you want it?
Okay, I'll show you. I need to play the rest of it. Okay, that's
Come
that.
on, everybody know that one.
That's how you said I ain't getting no easy ones. So I'm like, okay, let me.
Yeah, you didn't give me no easy ones. You played me like 3 songs that's not even singles.
Oh my goodness.
They Can't Let You Go though. I know that. I think they shot that one on the roof. I just couldn't think of the name.
But you can't tell me Drake in your top 5 and not know Poppy's Home.
But Drake got like 500 songs. He probably got like 300 singles.
This is true. This is true.
Nobody know every Drake song.
This is true, because I would consider myself the biggest Drake fan, but I promise it's a lot that I skipped.
Do you know The Resistance? Exactly.
Do you know Underground Kings?
Of course, that's one of his biggest songs.
That's my favorite Drake song.
Resistance,
but when I ask people that, they be like, they don't know what that is.
The Resistance is off his first album. You know what Fear is?
That's back there too.
That's on his first album.
Yeah, I was about to say, you want to know something? Now that I'm really thinking about it, The Resistance, Fear, that whole lineup was on my Spinrilla. And you know they deleted Spinrilla.
Yeah. See?
So I haven't.
See?
You really just unlocked that.
You're
really
a Drake fan too, but that's the first album, so it's like it's hard.
I had to really think about that. Like, wait, that's
Drake on like album 8 or 10 right now, so it's like it's hard to think back. What's the name of?
I really feel like he passed 10 at this point.
Yeah, I just
you
gave
count
him
like
that.
the house music, and you count the he
about 8-10 in right now. So to remember all the songs off the number one, his first album is like. If it wasn't the single, like the one with T.I. and Swiss Beats, Fancy, you like, okay, I forgot what the name of that song was.
This is true.
So.
When you said Fear, it then jogged the memory like, wait a minute, no, you listing at what used to be on my Spinrilla.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Damn, I can't believe that.
It's okay, y'all.
We had Nav start over. I got to at least start over. I got to run that back.
I only let Nav start over because we shot like half of his, and then we ain't ever get around to the other half.
Easy ones.
And then. Well, his was Atlanta-based. I feel like Atlanta-based music is easy.
You could have gave me the NorCal-based, California-based. You threw something in there. I'm like, I didn't even know that one.
Yeah. See, when it comes to that, I only listen to a handful of people from over there.
All you had to do was Google and then just play the top
Tupac,
people from the Bay Area.
Mozzie, Saweetie. You listen to Saweetie?
I know some of her songs, but it's like, Mozzie is funny you played him because he's actually in my top 5. But the songs that song that you play is not a song that is one of my go-tos. You know, I like the more street songs. Or
okay, see, because I was about to play Body Count, but then I was like,
See, I like the more street songs, like, or more poetic songs, like I Never Tell Them Shit, or If I Die Right Now, or Where I Come From. Those are like my favorite Mozzie songs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See, so mine are the ones that got like G Herbo and SCG on it. Like,
I don't even listen to none of those ones.
Really?
Nope.
That's crazy.
Nope. I think he do his best features with Yo Gotti, or I like the Black Youngster songs where he feature, or the YG songs. I know he got a project with Kaylin.
Yeah.
For real, that just came out. Yeah. That's where my favorite songs, Where I Come From, comes off that project he just did. So I really like his solo songs, but if you're gonna do a feature, he got the Blast. That's his best feature artist to me.
I was about to say, yeah, they cook up something.
Yeah, they got something.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all, go ahead and comment how he did. You know, let me know if y'all still like Guess That Beat. Okay, and then, we're going to go ahead and get into the eye segment.
Okay.
Girl, I am not ready for this serve. I ain't touched the record since today.
I'm just ready to taste one of these drinks.
No, seriously.
I need that boost right now.
I'm saying, I need some elite energy.
Ooh, yes, me too.
No, seriously. All right, y'all, we are back with the eyes segment. In this segment, we're going to talk about the future, your views, and stuff like that, you know. So and also get to know you as a person. So the first question is, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I've been watching a lot of your episodes when you asked that, and I had a last podcast when I was like, I really don't do the 5 years thing because I believe everything I want, I can get it right now. Like everything I'm striving for is within arm's reach.
Okay.
You good?
Yes.
All right.
My bad.
So yeah, I just feel like everything I want is within arm's reach. So with 5 years, tomorrow not promised. So I feel like we limit ourselves to saying, okay, I see myself here in the next 5 years.
Yeah.
So this year goal I would give to you. This year I would like to just be consistent. Number one, be consistent with what I'm doing. I feel like when I'm consistent, at least, or when you're good at something and you're consistent, everything else will come and follow you once your consistency is there. So a big thing for me is opening up right now for different artists, whether I'm the opening act. That's fine with me. I'm be able to perform and do more shows. I want to be able to grow my Spotify count because I know what I'm saying is good. I just need to be consistent. And then the viewers, the listeners will go up. I'll be offered more shows. So my main thing right now is just being consistent with myself. And I even heard you talk about it's like when you feel like you're good or talented at doing something with makeup, why do you have to go out and get ready with me videos or go and do so much content? And that's something that I actually struggle with too, is being able to go do content because content is king. And I just feel like I'm good, but now you got to do the content with it. So I feel like all my goals will follow as long as I be consistent. So that's my biggest goal right now, is being consistent.
But no, for real, how you say, like, I can only imagine on the artist perspective how y'all got to get out there and show y'all personality, you know, if you message your music. Because I just feel like it just be a lie. Back in the day, they didn't have to do this.
Exactly, and it is a lie because you like, I'm trying to go to the studio, record, make songs, find beats. Now you got to go and do content. The content is more important than the actual songs. Right. Nowadays, it's like you don't have to have the best song, the best lyrics, the best beat. As long as you put yourself in front of enough people, being able to catch. You know, especially now, it's easier to catch something on TikTok when you have 30 pieces of content devoted to that one song.
Exactly, and it's almost like, what's it called, like the rollout, basically. I feel like artists be more focused on the rollout, how they gonna pan it out, rather than the actual talent, the song. So then they be like, you did this extreme rollout, and then we hate your project.
Exactly. Because that's what I said, a lot of it is spent on the content and let me get in front of as many people, faces as I can, which is not a bad thing, but it's more focused on that and the aesthetics of it than the actual craft.
Right. Okay. Now, I also just wanted to go ahead and ask you, like, who are 3 artists that you cannot wait to work with?
Usually I have the same artists. I usually say, you know, Mozzie, J. Cole, and Mozzie, J. Cole, and Drake. But I'm going to switch it up. I would say K-Camp, Young Blue, and The Dream.
And they all be here.
I know.
They all be like,
that's
right
why I switched it up. Because we live in Atlanta, and those is people that I know are locally, but they're huge artists to me. And I think the first 2 is severely underrated with K-Camp and Young Blue. So I think they make great music, great projects, and they're real artists where they're taking their time to really build that songs. And The Dream, I just feel like he's one of the best producers, one of the best songwriters. So I know he can really help me take my writing to the next level, because one of my favorite albums is Victory Lap with Nipsey Hussle, and he helped produce on that project. So I know that if I got with The Dream, my sound would just go to the next level.
Oh, for sure. And then speaking on your sound, this is so funny. Like, my homeboy who be helping me out with like cameras and stuff when I'm out at events and stuff like that, he also makes music. So whenever like I'm recording an episode with an artist or whatever, he'd be like, you know, did you actually enjoy his music? I'm like, no, like I genuinely enjoy his music. He a perfect mix between Mozzie and LaRussell. So he was like, send me his Instagram. So I sent him his Instagram, and he's talking about, no, for real, you got that dead spot on. So do you hear that you remind them of them?
I never heard that. You know what's funny? I actually sent my project when I was getting it mixed. And I sent it to one of the A&Rs on his music reviews for Rap Genius. And when he heard my song, that was the first time I ever heard somebody say, oh, the way you sound kind of sounds like LaRussell. That was the first time ever.
Your voice, but your flow is like Mozzie. Yes. But your voice, like, you can easily listen and be like, is this a LaRussell song? Like,
so that's my artist, I would say, who's him and Drake is the most influential to me. Mozzie is. But the first time I heard LaRussell was actually last week. So that's funny that you said that.
Really?
Because he's from the Bay Area. I'm from Oakland. He's from Vallejo, which is about 20 minutes, 25 from me. So it's funny you said that.
I'm a fan of LaRussell for real. Even just like his story and his work ethic. I've been keeping up with it for a while for real. And then when I seen you say he was from Oakland, I'm like, okay, hold on. We're getting in the area. So, yeah, that's crazy. Last week is crazy.
That was the first time.
Wow.
That A&R told me that when I uploaded the song and he was listening to it, he was like, man, I love the song. The way you recorded it and the way it sound like a LaRussell song. Because I had sent them Love Me Now, which is off my new project. And he was like, I like this a lot.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So then also pause from the music. Just want to get into knowing you as a person. What are you feeling for that future dream car?
I love this question. I really do. I really like a lot of your questions.
Thank you.
For me though, my future dream car, I necessarily don't have a future dream car. The dream car that I can see myself in is an old school. It's a 1969 Cougar. And I already actually have the body for it. It was my dad's car. So that would be my dream car because that's the car I always wanted as a kid. My dream would really be able to see my brothers get their dream cars. 'Cause I'm not the biggest dream car person,
Gotcha.
biggest jewelry person. Like, you know, I want nice things like that, but I'm not feeling for like, oh, I need this car. I'd be happy with my old school Cougar. And if I go get a Hellcat Durango, and I don't even say like that's a dream because honestly I can go get that right now.
Right.
So those would be my two cars. I'm cool being low key.
Is it a specific like color you want your car to be?
Yeah. So the Cougar is gonna be the same color my dad had it, which is candy paint red, candy apple red, with white leather interior.
Okay.
With a white hood. So that's gonna be my car that I'm gonna rebuild. Like I said, I already have his original car. I just gotta rebuild it.
Right.
And that's gonna be my dream car right there. Then the Rango Hellcat, I want that black with red interior. Okay. So I know everybody got Hellcats and Trackhawks out here.
Yes, for sure.
I'm a big dude, so I like trucks. So when I get my truck, that's the truck I'm gonna get.
Okay, that's what's up. Now, what about your dream house?
Yeah, the dream house. I gotta have multiple bathrooms, so at least 4 bathrooms. 5. See, I don't need a super large house. About 5 to 6 bedrooms, 3 to 4 bathrooms. But I do want a weight room in there because I love working out. It's one of my favorite pastimes. Basketball court, and the third thing, because I heard you say it got to be 3 things. It would be a pool.
Okay.
It would be a pool.
A pool.
I think it's important to teach our youth how to swim. A lot of black kids grow up not knowing how to swim, and it's fun, and it's great exercise, great cardio, and it'd be hot, especially if I stay in Georgia.
You think Georgia hot?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like Georgia
I know
can get hot.
You from Florida, but Georgia is hot.
Nah, Georgia can get hot, right? It can get hot, but like right now, it's in the 80s in Florida.
Georgia hot. I'm from Oakland, and so compared to Oakland. And even parts of California get hot, like I stayed in Sacramento, which you get 110 degrees, 115. Georgia's still hot, and especially the further you get, the hotter it get with the humidity. Because I used to live in Albany, Georgia, which is in South Georgia, and when that humidity get up there, it reminds you of Miami. Have you been to Miami? It's humid at all hours.
Yeah, 100%. That's Florida.
Yeah, exactly.
But, yeah, I guess Georgia. I feel like Georgia be hot for about a month, maybe 2. But I miss Florida where it's hot for like 11 months.
Yeah, but it be hot. If you go from, I would say about June all the way to September, it's hot.
Yeah, I moved here June last year, and that August was dry. And it's different too because it's like a dry heat here, you know, and like Florida we get wind because of the beaches and stuff, but a little breeze, not wind, just a little breeze, but
it's funny because you don't think Georgia's hot or you think it's too cold because I watched the episode and he's like, it's cold out here. It's cold out here.
Yeah, no, it's freezing.
It's not cold.
Today it's freezing.
They got like 2 months where it's cold.
I've been cold since November. And they talking about it's not going to get hot again until like April, May. And it's like back home, they at the beach already. What? That's insane to me.
Yeah.
But here we are. So when you saying your future dream house, you saying Georgia, Cali?
Honestly, it could be Georgia, it could be Charlotte, it could be Houston or Dallas.
Okay.
You know, I'm not set on staying in one specific spot. I think life is short. And when you're not married, you don't have kids, It's like you should be able to enjoy the world and not be nailed down in one spot. Now, if you find a spot you just love, that's cool. But I think life, you should be able to travel and see where you really love and where you can see yourself staying at because, tomorrow's not promised. We're not guaranteed more time.
Yeah.
I like Atlanta. It has a lot of pros. It got some cons to it. but I'm not nailed here. You know, I can go to Charlotte, I can go to Houston or Dallas.
Yeah, that's how I feel too. Like Atlanta, cool. I done lived in 3 cities in Florida. I do want to live in LA at one point for just a year. Not because LA crazy, but then I do want to stay in like Houston. Man, you know, I just want to jump around before I.
And if you go to Cali, you gotta go to the Bay.
That's what people be saying. Like, what is?
It's the best part of California.
Let's just see, like, what is the Bay known for? Me being trees and miles away. What is the Bay known for?
Okay, so the Bay is known for culture. It's known for food, and it's known for just having.
What kind of food y'all big on out there?
Everything. You got Mexican food. You got Asian food. It's just a melting pot in the Bay Area. So it's so many different races there. It's not predominantly just one race. So you got Asians, you got Latinos, you got blacks, you got African food, Caribbean food. It's just a melting pot where a lot of people migrate to it. In the same kind of sense Atlanta is, where most people in Atlanta, it's not even from Atlanta. Yeah. But in the Bay Area, there's so many cultures there that you can get anything your heart desires. And I say it's the best part of California because we can get to any part of the Bay Area in a short amount of time. So you can go from Oakland to Berkeley to Hayward to San Leandro, Livermore, Dublin, Sacramento, Stockton, Tracy, San Jose. You can hit so many different parts when you're in the Bay Area. It only take you 30 minutes, hour and a half to get to all these different parts. And it's just a melting pot. And I like to call Oakland the Harlem of the West Coast because that's where all the culture come from. That's where the game come from. That's where all the movements comes from. Kendrick Lamar is the biggest artist right now in this moment. I'm saying in a moment. I'm not saying bigger than Drake.
I'm just not a Kendrick fan.
However,
at this point in my life.
A lot of his songs and off his last project and the videos is inspired by the Bay Area. Everybody comes to the Bay to grab the culture, to grab our culture and take it to the next level. So I feel like we just have everything there, and it has a bad stigma to it, but it's really the best part of California, and we don't have the bad traffic like you do in LA.
That's good. That's good. I didn't even know that about you, for real. I just be hearing artists be like, oh, I'm from the Bay. Or either comedians like Louis Belt. Yeah. How he from over there and stuff like that. Like,
I know.
You know?
Yeah, I know.
Oh my goodness, that's crazy.
Yeah, so he from Oakland. And that's where I'm from.
Yeah.
And so that's just like, you know, every place has its bad things about it. Every place has its crime. Yeah. But it's just so much culture there. And if you've never been there, it's different when you from there and then you're like, okay, I want to go see something else. But a lot of people go to California and never go to the Bay Area. And that's where all the culture, that's where all the fun is at. You know, LA got a lot of good things about them. I'm not shitting on LA or trying to down talk them, but I just believe where I'm from is the best part of California.
I gotta go see because I love LA. I love LA down, but I gotta go see. I always said I wanted to go to Sacramento and go over them bridges, the red bridges.
But you gotta go to San Francisco.
San Francisco,
yeah.
Lord.
Sacramento is in NorCal, but it ain't part of the Bay Area.
I'm from Florida for real. I didn't know about what's going on.
Sacramento is where Mozzie is from.
Yeah.
It's about an hour and a half away from us. Yeah, but it's part of NorCal, but it ain't the Bay.
I just gotta take like a week off and just.
Yeah, you can go to Sacramento, you can go to Oakland, you can go to San Francisco, San Jose, and you really just see what Northern California has to offer.
Which city is That So Raven House in? You ever?
San Francisco.
San Francisco, okay.
That where the Full House is at, it's in San Francisco. So that's 20 minutes from Oakland. You go across the Bay Bridge and you boom, you right there. And then the Golden Gate Bridge is in San Francisco. That's the big red bridge.
You learn something new every day. Yeah. My Sacramento. They gonna eat me up.
That's the capital of California. They really gonna be like, oh yeah, you talk about San Francisco.
Yeah, it's all that just be California to me. Like me over here, all that just be California.
But a lot of people, like I said, don't even think about Northern California. Everybody just say California and think LA.
Yeah, this is me. Like, yeah, for sure. Okay, well, I think that was it for our eyes segment. Next, we're gonna get into the face segment.
Okay.
Lately I've been on some Z shit. I swear I've been on some creep shit. High as fuck, I can't see shit. Baby, get out my fucking face. Ho, you lame as fuck. When I'm with you, it be time my waist. Niggas come around, ain't got too much to say. Murder on my mind, get it smiling, I might catch a case.
Okay, now we're about to go ahead and get into the face segment. We're going to talk about adversities you faced in your career, how you overcame them, and just the foundation where it all started, like foundation, like makeup, like foundation, like where you started.
Yeah, I got
So
you.
let's start with where it all started for you, like you making music.
Well, it all started in 2016. So I was doing a challenge, 2016, 17. I was doing a challenge for one of my partners that's a producer. We went to school together. We went to college together. Our freshman year, he was producing back then. And so when I seen him doing his challenge, basically the challenge was whoever had the best verse, they'll get like 2 free beats and I think some studio sessions or something like that. And so I did it because I know how it is when you up and coming and you got a dream and you feel like nobody's supporting that dream. And if I see people chasing a dream and they really passionate about it, I'm gonna always try to help in any way I can, whether that's me posting or competing in it or whatever it may be, to try to support you the best way I can. So I did this challenge and I did the first one just to try to like see what I can do, because I'm seeing everybody do the challenge and I'm like, it's okay. Like the bars is okay. It's okay. Let me see what I can do. So I did the challenge and I was like, that was all right. So then I did the second challenge. He did 2 back to back. So I did the second one and I'm like, okay, this one is better than the first one. And I'm like, okay, let me see how I sound rapping on different instrumentals. So after I did the second challenge, I just got a bug and I was like, I'm about to start rapping. But I really never wanted to rap because around that time, between 2012, 2016, everybody in my region was trying to be a rapper. I swear, like, everybody was like, I'm a rapper. We was getting new rappers in Oakland, the Bay Area, like, every week. So I'm like, the last thing I want to do is be a rapper. I was still chasing the dream of being in the NFL. So I'm like, nah, this is my way out. I believe this is what God has called me to do, is to play football. So I'm not going to be a rapper. Plus, I don't want to be just like everybody else and start rapping. And it just was 20 new rappers this month. But once I started rapping to those instrumentals, I had a new composition book and I still got it. And I just started writing different instrument to instrumental songs that I love. Go find the instrumental on YouTube, start rapping, and then I start rapping them to my boys. And so I had one of my boys, he had listened to every one. He was like, nah, that ain't it. Then I started getting better. He like, this is it. And after that, it just bit me. I was like, I'm rapping. But I still didn't want to announce it because I didn't want to be like, I didn't care what everybody said, but I still wasn't done with chasing football. But I was like, okay, I'm not going to announce that I'm rapping. So but by the time I know it, I was working overnights. And overnight, you watching people. My job was to like watch at-risk youth. So I'm staying up most of the night and I'm writing. So I just start saying like, okay, let me write. Before I knew it, I had about 20 to 30 songs. And at that time, I was like, I'm a rapper now.
What was some of your first instrumentals you rapped to?
My first instrumental I rapped to was Down and Out by Kanye West and Cameron.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay, see, we need to put you,
we need to
have you do Guess the Beat.
No, you want to know what's crazy? It's an episode where I'm being interviewed and they did Guess That Beat.
You need more of those, because how you don't know Down and Out? So Down and Out was the first instrumental I rapped to. It's Cameron featuring Kanye West. And then the second one I rapped to was Freeway, a Freeway song. He's from Philly.
Oh, okay.
I rapped to one of his songs. And then after that, I started looking for beats on YouTube.
Yeah, Kanye, the Chicago rappers I listen to are all drill. I don't really listen to
the legends?
Well,
that's what you're talking about?
I listen to Chance the Rapper, don't get me wrong.
But you don't listen to Kanye?
No, I don't listen to Kanye, I don't listen to Common, I don't listen to, the other people.
Yeah, come on now, Kanye, he's the legend.
I mean, I know a few Kanye songs, but if you told me to name 5 Kanye songs right now, I probably couldn't.
Now I want my get back, because ain't no way I went 2 for 5 and you don't know Kanye songs.
I mean, but that's different.
Kanye right there with Drake. I ain't saying he big come on, he a legend.
I mean,
he a legend. I ain't saying what he do outside of music, but in music, he a legend. You got the producer Kanye, you got the artist Kanye, he a legend.
Now, when you bring in producer Kanye, that's a whole different.
He one of Drake's biggest inspirations.
Yeah. But I mean, just for me personally, like, when people get on podcasts and stuff, they be like, oh, my top 5 artists is Nas, Tupac. Like, He not in my top. To me, like
I get that.
He not up there in my eyes because I don't listen to him.
I get that, and that's why music is a beautiful thing because it's such a subjective thing. Like somebody might say Wayne is their GOAT. Somebody might say Wayne ain't in their top 5.
That'd be so crazy to me,
but it's such a subjective thing.
Right. And then I also feel like it depends on where you from. Like that's big too.
And it depends on how old you are.
Because
a lot of people, even though he's still one of the top Spotify's top 5, top 7 artists, Tupac being, a lot of people that's 21, 22 ain't never heard a Tupac song.
Yeah,
they don't know about Tupac. They don't know about Nas because they 19, 20, 21. So, Tupac been dead for 30 years. So they don't know about that. And that's why I don't never get offended by people's preference because in life, it's all about your preference. It's not a definite thing to say Drake is the GOAT. He can be your GOAT. Yeah. And it all depends on what you grew up on.
This is true. This is very much true. And then I feel like my top 5 change daily. It just depends on who.
It's hard.
I listen to a lot of people. Like, I listen to a lot of people.
It's hard to put people in the top 5.
Yeah.
Mine's change. Mine's just firm, but then I always feel like I'm leaving somebody out because I always got to go Tupac, Biggie, Jay-Z, Nas, and then the 5th is like Wayne. But then if I take Wayne out, I'll put Drake. And it's hard not to put Drake in the top 5.
I always say, do you mean rapper or artist? Because I just count Drake as an artist at this point because he makes everything.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't count Wayne as an artist. I would just count him as a rapper.
Yeah.
So I would just be like, which top 5 are we talking about at that point?
It's different. And then it's different categories too because some people is like, okay, you can't even put them in your top 5. They're above the top 5.
Yeah.
So they're like the gods. I don't want to use God like that, but they're like up here. So we're not even going to put them in the top 5. These people go without saying. And then we create a whole nother list. So I like to do that sometimes too. Because I feel like nobody's comparable to Tupac, but that's just my personal opinion.
So when it comes to the Tupac or Biggie, you always
Easily. It's just because.
Yeah. Do you think it has anything to do with where you grew up?
No, I think it has. Of course, I'm from the West Coast, but I also think it's just the impact. People forget Tupac died at 25, 26. 26 at the oldest, I think 25. He did all that in such a short period of time. And I just think he's the most impactful artist, not rapper, artist of all time. Him and Michael Jackson, because it's like he been there for 30 years and you got people that still try to emulate him. Kendrick Lamar just did a song of his on his GNX project. So I think that he been there for so long and people still want to be like him. You had T.I. who's from the South dressed like him. Yeah. And it's like he's all the way from the West Coast, 1,000 miles away. And he still had that impact where you hear T.I. and Young Jeezy, people from Georgia say, I love Tupac.
Yeah.
So I just think that he's the most impactful artist of all time.
My best friend from Jacksonville, Florida, born and raised, his favorite artist is Tupac.
And that's what I'm saying.
How? But, it just feel like that. Yeah, like literally, his favorite artist of all time is Tupac.
Can't go wrong.
Yeah.
Like you said, an artist, Drake got every song. I feel like Tupac got every song. He can make you feel good. He can make you miss people, your mom. A deep song like Dear Mama. He can make you want to party like How Do You Want It. He can make you angry with a song like...
When I say Drake being on that, I mean like he makes country, he makes house music, he makes Hispanic music, like he makes everything, so it's almost like
he's like The Weeknd, where he's a global artist, so you can't just say he's a rapper.
You can't put him in a
because he's in every genre. So I get what you're saying. I'm just saying as an artist with Tupac, it's like, some people be like, oh, I like this artist because he made drill songs, but you can't put Tupac in a box and say he only makes this kind of music because he has a record for every emotion you can feel.
This is true.
So that's why he's my favorite.
Yeah. Okay. Now I just want to go ahead and ask you, what is one adversity you had to face during your career, and how did you overcome it as an artist?
Yeah, I would give you 2. So the 2 adversities I had to face, the first one we talked about a little bit is just the content. And I heard Nav talk about it too, the instant gratification. It's like you see people blow up and you're like, man, I'm better than him, I'm better than him, I'm better than him. Because if you ask me, I feel like I should have been at a certain point in my career already, because I do feel like my talent is better than what a lot of people's talent portrays, or what they have, or how good they are. I feel like you put me on a track where most people that's up and coming, especially from my region, is not even going to be close. So I've been feeling like I was one of the best artists, young artists from my region. So that instant gratification is adversity that I have overcame and dealt with, and the content thing is one as well. Just constantly reminding myself, you got to go get content. You got to go get content, because I feel like my music is good enough to speak for myself.
Yeah.
But now it's not about the music. It's not about the storytelling, how good your bars is. That's a part of it. But more than ever, you got to have the content to be in people's face so you can see, so they can know who you are. Nowadays, people care more about a vlog than the actual song.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. I just want to take it back to the old days. I feel like we didn't know how none of these artists were. Like, we didn't know about the baby mama drama.
Exactly.
We didn't know about anything when it came to that. All we knew is their music, and we loved it. Like,
And that's a struggle for me, because I do deal with being closed off. So I have to balance myself on what to give to the public and what to keep for myself, because I'm from a different era where I feel like everything ain't supposed to be made public. Nowadays, you got everybody's life, good and bad, just publicly out there. And I'm like, you got to save something for that. Like, I don't need to know about your sex life. I don't need to know about your STDs. I don't need to know about your baby mama drama.
Everything.
I don't need to know about your child custody battles.
Exactly.
That's not what I want to know about. It's like, as an artist, I don't care about all that stuff. I just want to hear the music. But nowadays, it feels like your personal life, they want more than the music.
Important.
Exactly. And so that is something those are those adversities I struggle with, because I'm like, I just want to do the music. I just want to go to the studio, put out the music, and let you hear the music. But that's only a fourth of it now. Exactly. You got to vlog or get ready with me. You got to show your whole life.
You gotta do photo shoot, but they don't only want the photo shoot. They want the behind the scenes of the photo shoot. They don't want the behind the scenes of the behind the scenes. And it's just like, what is really going on? Because, like, I can post behind the scenes or whatever. Or, like, I can post the interview, right, on TikTok, or like a snippet. But if I post behind the scenes of an interview, that could do numbers.
Exactly.
And I'm like, y'all just don't know.
Exactly.
Like, y'all just want to see what we doing. Like, it's just like.
So that's definitely the adversities. I know I gave you more than one, but those was important to me, because I see you touched on it in other interviews, and that's something that I struggle with too, because, like, I don't want you all in my business. I don't want you to know about me going through my breakup or whatever it is. If I want you to know something, I'm going to put it in a song.
It's almost like they be like forcing you to be vulnerable to the public, when it's almost like you don't have to do that. I be feeling like me. Yeah, I got a podcast, talk show. I'm gonna be talking to the people and stuff about my life. But I low-key want to become like the Michael Jordan of this. Michael Jordan, he didn't want to do no extra talking. He didn't want to do no extra. He just wanted to play ball. Like, that's it. I just want to give episodes. I don't really want to be too in the limelight to where I can't even go to Target without somebody secretly recording me. Like, I don't even want to get into all that. Like, I just want to come, give y'all the content, and then that's it.
You want to be great, not famous.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel, because my favorite artist is like that. Like, Kendrick Lamar is like that, where you don't really see him a lot. J. Cole is definitely like that, who's my favorite artist.
Like Beyonce.
You never see them.
You don't know nothing about
You don't know
Beyonce.
what's going on. People didn't even know J. Cole was married until the interviewer told the crowd he was married when he blew the spot up. But that's how I want to be. I want to give you the bodies of work in my projects, and you be able to decipher what I'm saying in my songs and what I'm going through, and be like, oh, I didn't know that. I don't want you to know everything instantly about me. That's why I'm an artist, so I can tell you what I'm going through, the emotions I'm feeling, what happened in my life. I don't need to get on live, be ranting and crying about what's going on in my life.
Exactly. That's what the whole art is.
Exactly.
Yeah. So y'all comment, other artists comment, if y'all be having that struggle too. Not even just recording artists, makeup artists, any type of artists, just in general. Because, I feel like we all be having
most definitely.
For real. Okay, now we about to go ahead and get into the lip segment. If you're wondering where I got my jacket from, I got it from my cousin. He got a clothing brand called MOMM. Mom Marketplace. Y'all check him out. He just dropped too, so y'all might as well go ahead and buy everything on the site, stuff like that. So y'all check him out. It's real durable. You can wear it summertime, wintertime, springtime, anytime. And y'all use my code. I don't have it yet, but y'all use my code. I'm gonna tell y'all. Back to the beat. Use my code Back to the Beat for nothing off, because he does not do sales. All right, y'all. See y'all next week. Okay, y'all. Now we are back with the lip segment. We're going to go ahead and manifest some things, speak on some things, and give out advice. So first, before we even get into it, I gotta ask you to speak on Rocksteady. I think that's my favorite song that I heard about you.
Okay.
And for it to, I know most people be like, it's so old. Like most artists,
Yeah.
when I tap into a new artist, I always go back and then like work my way up.
Yeah.
But it be those old songs that stick with me. I don't know why, but Rocksteady is definitely one of those. Just speak on the making of that song.
So Rocksteady, I think that was probably like, it had to be my first 5 songs. So that's crazy that you went all the way back there. It has to be like my first 5 songs released, because I know I did, my first song was Snitch, and then I did Blue Hundreds, Freako, and Rocksteady was right in the middle. So it has to be like one of my first 5 songs released, because I even think I put that on SoundCloud at the time, so SoundCloud. But I remember finding that beat, and I was like, I knew the sample because that's one of my dad's favorite groups. So we heard that growing up as kids all the time.
Yeah.
And so I heard the beat, and I'm like, okay, let me see. Usually I'll go for a slower tempo song. But when I heard that, I'm like, okay, I'm going to show people that I can rap on a faster tempo song too. And I recorded that in Sacramento. So it's funny that you said Sacramento. I recorded that in Sacramento at this studio called BELLZ. And I just was reading off my phone. I'm like, okay, I need the energy. Yeah. So I did the song. I did that whole song in one take. And I found that beat. on YouTube. I believe the producer, he do a lot of beats for young boys named Drum Dummy.
Oh yeah.
I think Drum Dummy did that beat. So I found that beat on YouTube, and I was like, okay, because he was like one of the first producers that was dealing with West Coast like beats and artists. And so I'm like, Drum Dummy. And I found it.
So many songs on
Now,
my phone. Everywhere.
Drum Dummy is huge now, but this was almost 10 years ago, almost like about 6-7 years ago. So to find Drum Dummy at that time, and it was like, okay, I'm gonna get this beat because I don't necessarily go look for sounds. I let beats find me. To this day, I never go look and say, I'm looking for this type of beat. Right. I never type nothing in or go through producer's page looking for a type of beat. I just would go through 50 to 100 beats, and I might only find 2 beats out of 100. But I just let beats come to me. I remember I was on YouTube, and I'm going through Drum Dummy page, and that beat hit me, boom. And I was like, I got to do this. Not even thinking that, this is one of my dad's favorite groups. So it just found me. I wrote the song probably in 30 minutes. I recorded it in one take, and I put it out.
Oh, wow. Another song I want you to speak on, another fave, anytime.
That's one of my
I'm
favorite.
a sample girl. If there's a sample attached to a song, I'm probably going to listen to it multiple times. Like, I love samples. So when I was going through your catalog, I'm like, okay, he does a lot of samples. Like, this is dope.
So samples is huge in Oakland, in the Bay Area. Samples is huge. Like, most of our biggest artists, like Messi Lamar, Jay Stallings, Jacka, they got samples all through their songs, all through their catalog. So that didn't come naturally with me. And so many people has done the Janet Jackson sample. So I didn't look for that at all. Actually, what happened was, funny story. So my project February 14th was already done. And I was going to the dentist, and a producer named DJ, he's from Vallejo, my young homie. He posted a beat on Instagram, and I was driving and texting, which you ain't supposed to do, but I was scrolling on Instagram, and so I'm driving to my dentist appointment. I heard the beat. Boom. I DM'd them immediately, like, hey, this still available? Mind you, so my project February 14th is already done. It's mixed, mastered, it's ready.
Right.
I heard the beat. I wrote that song driving.
Wow.
So I'm stopping at red lights.
Dedicated.
I'm stopping at red lights. I'm like, okay, let me just write it down so I can know which direction I'm going in. A train come. And so the train came. Trains out here are so long. So train came. I'm like, oh, this is perfect. I wrote about 8 bars. The song was done by the time I got to the dentist's office.
That's crazy. That's real dedication.
That I'm telling you, I'm trying to drive. I'm going like 80. I'm not going slow. I'm going like 80, 90. Driving to the dentist, but I'm writing things in my head. And as soon as I get a chance, I'm writing a little down. And got up the freeway, I'm stopping at red lights. I'm still writing. Once the train came, I wrote like the 8-10 bars and pulled into the dentist. I was actually late.
Oh, wow.
Wrote the last bit of it. The song was done.
It'd be so cool to hear how artists be writing music for real. Because, a lot of my friends make music But it just be like so crazy to see the process.
Yeah.
Like 1 take, 2 takes. All right, song done. Like it be crazy.
And when the song hits you, when the idea hits you, sometimes you can write a song in 5 minutes, 10, 20, 30 minutes. Sometimes you get writer's block and it may take you 2 weeks, 3. Honestly, it took me 3 months to write a song before because I kept coming back to it. I'm like, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. But then I'll start going through life. And then I'm like, okay, this just happened. This just happened. So when you go through life experiences, it makes the best song writers, I believe, ever, because you experience life, even if it's vicariously through somebody else. You see somebody else going through something. You're able to attach that to a song. The more experience you come, the more songs you write. So at any time, you know, I had a project coming out February 14th, which was based on love, breakups, heartache, and all that. And so when I heard that beat and it was the perfect tempo, it wrote itself. And most of the songs are like sadder, talking about breakups. So I'm like, on this song, I'm gonna talk my shit. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you who I am and what I'm gonna do to you and how I'm gonna use you as a woman. And it just came naturally to me. And like I said, I would never pick that sample, the Janet Jackson Anywhere sample, because so many people had done it. Right. But when I heard that, it just came naturally. And I really don't pop my shit on a lot of songs, but that song just made me feel good. It made me feel good. So I was like, let me tell you how smooth I am. I want to hit you with this flow. So I actually took a song off and replaced Any Time with that song.
Oh, okay.
But I'm glad you like that, because that's one of my favorite.
Yeah.
Like if I had to perform a song and I know I'm gonna know it verbatim, it's gonna be Any Time.
Yeah, when it comes to your catalog, those was my top 2. And my 3rd favorite song was the first song on your project, the first one that you sent.
Oh yeah. How long?
That sample took me by surprise. I'm like, what is this beat about to do? And then when the beat came in, and then you came in, I was like, oh yeah, he got him one. Yeah.
It's funny you said that. That's actually my little brother's favorite song. Shout out Bug. You know, he, my biggest supporter. And I sent him that song first, and he was like, this it. I sent him that before I sent it to anybody. And he was like, that's my favorite. Because at first he loved Not So Bad, because I recorded it first. And then I sent him How Long. And he was like, yeah, this it. This your one right here. This your one. And he's literally like the only person that's saying How Long, that's my favorite song. Everybody else say Devil Deeds, Not So Bad, Silver Lining. But he like, How Long, this your one. So I just wanted to shout my brother out, because I always send him my songs and he called me immediately and always give me feedback. And you need a strong support system, because when you're an independent artist, you picking the beats, you picking the studio, you shooting the videos, you need people to keep telling you to keep going.
No, for sure. I feel like I'm definitely independent going back to the beat, and without my team, I don't know how I'd be. Like my support, my friends and stuff, like, I would have been stopped.
And How Long is actually a sample from one of my favorite shows, Yellowstone. I'm watching the show.
I done heard.
It's like the Western. It's like the Western show. It's in Wyoming, and it's about like cattle and ranching and land. And Kevin Costner is the star. Okay. And so it's like an older show. It's about cowboys.
Almost like Matlock or Walker Texas Ranger.
Yeah, but it's they're not like crime, stopping crime like Texas Ranger, but they're just really taking care of the ranch and trying to preserve the land. But that's on one of the episodes on Yellowstone, and I heard it and I was listening to it, and I'm like, I always write down songs I want to sample. Yeah. So I sent it over to my engineer TK, who did every beat. My producer, he did every beat on this project, Let Me Now. I was like, can we flip this? He was like, yeah, I could do something with it. He sent it back, and I was like, oh yeah, this shit's slapping.
I know that's right. Okay, so now moving on from you speaking on that, just overall speak on the project and what they can expect.
Man, with this project right now, it's out on even.biz. You can hit the link in my bio. You know, Even is a platform for independent artists where you can buy the art straight from the artist, direct to consumer. You don't have to go to DSPs, Spotify, Apple, YouTube. You just hit the link, go to even.biz, and you're able to buy and support your favorite artist. Because as an independent artist or any artist, like, you know, J. Cole just did a podcast and he did a song, a remix with Wiz Khalifa called Clouds. That's directly on Even, where you can buy that song, pay what you want for it, and download it right to your phone. So my project, you can pay what you want. The minimum is $5, and I just feel like that's it helps me to gauge who really supports me, who's there for me, and it let me appreciate those people as well. Like, I see you took your time. It don't matter that you paid $5 for it. You know, my last project was $1, and I didn't take that personal because it matters to me, and it matters to anybody that's independent, that they see they have a real fan base out there that's supporting them, that believe in them, because we all work hard for our money. Time is something you can never get back. So if you take your time, download the app, go download my project and pay what you want, it means everything to me because I don't have anybody backing me. All I have is my family and me and God. So when people go and take their time out and buy my project, it's priceless to me. Yeah. Even though it's a price on it, it's priceless to me. So what they can expect is just, you know, it's a follow-up to my project, Edge of Darkness, which was written after the death of my pops. So, Love Me Now, thank you, I appreciate that. Love Me Now is just a follow-up to that. It's a shorter project, but it's still the same concept. And all it's really talking about is, I want to be loved now. You know, when my pops died, I seen a lot of people come to his funeral, and those same people wasn't there when he was present. And I don't want people to tell me how much they love me and miss me when I die. I want you to tell me now. And we all are imperfect, so I don't expect nobody to kiss my feet and put rose petals down for me. However, I do expect for you to say and show me you love me. It don't have to be every day, but I need to feel that love. So don't wait till I die to say, man, he was so good, he helped me, I miss him. You can miss me now and love me now. So love me now is just, I don't want to die feeling unappreciated. A lot of people die and get all the flowers once they're no longer here and they can't smell them. So all I'm asking you is for my flowers now. And if I mean something to you and I'm important in your life, just let me know right now.
Yeah. Okay, make sure y'all go check it out. Great project, like I said. Through and through. I've always felt like less was more. Like, I feel like when artists like Drake released those 20 plus songs, I'm like, oh, it's gonna take me so long to analyze this. Because I analyze music, I love music. Like, that's why Back to the Beat is Back to the Beat. So it's kind of like, but when you get those short packs, it'd be perfect. No skips. It was definitely a solid project.
It's funny you said that about Drake because I feel like, you know, Scorpion really grew on me. And I feel like if he said in his interview, if he would have condensed it, it would have been a classic. It's 20 songs on there, right? 18, 20 songs. So if he condenses that to 12 songs, he has a classic. Because it grew on me to the point where I'm like, okay, I like a lot of songs on the second half, the R&B songs. So if he took like 6, 7 off the first part of the album, and then took another 5 off the second part of the album, condensed it to 12, you can't beat that.
I feel like for All the Dogs, that grew on me for sure. When I first listened to it, I couldn't stand that album. And then it was like a month later, and I'm like, no, this is my one. Like, I think I only skipped like 2 songs on that.
And I just feel like now that we're in an oversaturated market where people try to put 20, 30, 40 songs, like Chris Brown have 40 songs. And I'm like,
I checked out. I did not listen to
he's an amazing artist, but it's so hard to listen to 40 songs. It's going to take me like a week to listen to this. Not even because of my attention span, it's just because that's so many songs to digest. It is. It takes me a long time.
So many different moods, so many different transitions.
Exactly.
And it's just so many different storylines to follow. It's like, that was chaotic.
So I feel like people need to go back to the 10 to 12 tracks for a project. You don't need 20 songs. Like you said, less is more. You good. I just feel like you can't lose. If you do 12 songs and 10 of them is good, that's a classic. You do 10 songs and 8 is good, that's a classic. Now, if you do 20 songs and there's only 8 on there, that's not a classic.
We're not running that one back.
You're not running 8 out of 20 is terrible. So I feel like that'd be stopping a lot of people. And I understand a lot of people do it for contractual obligations where they're trying to meet a certain criteria so they can hurry up and get out of their deals. But I feel like back in the day, albums were classic because they was shorter. And so they're like, okay, I'm going to put my best 12 songs. Why put a filler song just to take up space when you could take that song out and now, okay, you got 9 songs.
And the sad part is they be having like, or y'all be having like thousands of songs in the vault. And I'd be like, how did y'all choose these songs? Like,
that's a fact.
These songs.
Like what made you go with that one?
You go listen to the vault music and you like, oh my goodness, why weren't these? Like, it's just.
Why you leave these off the album and put this as a throwaway? You should have put 3 of these on the project.
Insane.
Yeah, I feel you.
Insane. Okay, now I just want you to go ahead and what's one thing that you are manifesting for this year?
I swear you gave Nav 3, but we're going to say it was 1. We're going to say, I swear it was 3. I just watched like 4 interviews.
I'm screaming. I don't know. I be switching it up.
You be
Sometimes
switching
I
it
be
up.
like,
Why you get 3?
sometimes I be 1, 3, 5. I don't know. I don't know. I just go with the flow. Like.
So I'm okay. You gonna give me 1? I'm gonna go with health because I know he said that too. Health, and he was like just not physically because people gonna be looking at me like, look, you don't work out. But nah, just health, and I'm saying that spiritually, mentally, physically, and financially. You know, I just want to be healthy in all those categories. Most importantly, spiritually, get spiritually in line. Because I feel like when your spirit is in line, everything else comes with it. So I just want to be healthy. You know, I ain't trying to take every day for granted. It don't matter, you know, what I may believe or may not believe. But I do think that when you're spiritually in line, everything else follows when you're in that path. So you can't be like a mess spiritually and want to get everything else that comes with it. So I just want to be healthy and being able to wake up every day in full health, coming off of surgery. I had an ACL surgery, so you know I don't take health for granted at all. So as long as I'm healthy, I feel like I can accomplish anything I set my mind to.
Okay. See, and what I was gonna do is one manifestation and then 3 pieces of advice.
Oh, so you definitely switch it up.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I be switching up every single time. And you kind of threw me off when you called me. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, I'm paying attention. I'm studying.
I'm screaming.
I studied you, so you know I know what you be asking. I'm like, nah, you know, you give
and then I try to switch it up through episodes because I just feel like some people be like, "Bro, you ask the same questions." I'm like, everybody has a different story. Everybody has a different answer. So I try to switch up some things where I can. So, what are 3 key pieces of advice that you would give to new artists?
3 key pieces of advice I would give to new artists would be that number 1 would be take your time. You know, I heard you say so many great things. You said this in an interview. You said quality over quantity. That matters so much. I think that now we're in an era where everybody just want to get something out. So I don't mean take your time like sit on thousands of songs. So that's a crutch for me too. I got so many songs. That's why I want to get them out. Because I don't want to be unfulfilled. I want to put everything out and let people judge what the best is. Like you just said Rocksteady is your favorite. That came out 5 years ago. Yeah. So I just want to get everything out. So when I say take your time on perfecting your craft, perfecting your sound, and doing what makes you happy. That comes with taking your time. Don't chase the sound because it's what's popular right now. It's trending. It's big on TikTok. Take your time and really see who you want to be as an artist. So that would be 1. Number 2 would be really you gotta invest in yourself. And I ain't trying to say that like how the people be on a podcast. Invest in yourself. Buy this course. You want to be broke. You gotta invest in yourself. No, I mean like invest in yourself. Like, you know, these studios are super expensive. So go get the $1,000 setup with a MacBook, the microphone. Save so much time and save so much money because you can go get 3 hours right now at $80 an hour. You know, 8 times 3, that's $240. A MacBook, you can find one refurbished right now for $500-$600. And I'm saying that because that's something also I went through. I done been through 6-7 studios out here already. And I always do 2 to 3 hours, so just count up the, you know, the money. And I done redid songs over and over because the engineer didn't know what he was doing, the mic was bad, or whatever it may be. I just didn't have the energy. So I would say invest in yourself. Be serious about it. Invest in yourself. Get you a MacBook, get you a microphone, and get to it. And number 3, the most important thing is you gotta be your own biggest fan. You know, it's just you. It's you right now. You, me, and the camera. So you gotta be your own biggest fan because there's been songs that I've sent to my brothers, and there's nobody closer to me, and they didn't like it. I've sent a song to shout out Dom, who runs a platform in the Bay Area called NorCal Next Up. I sent songs to him. He was like, nah, man, I don't like the song. And he has supported me more than any other platform by far. So you can't take it personal when somebody say they don't like a song. You just got to believe in yourself because a lot of times I make music for myself. And whoever likes it is a plus. But I make music that I can listen to while I'm in the gym, or I'm riding, taking a long drive. I make songs that I can just listen to, dwell on, and really it touches my soul and my spirit. And when people come to me and say, "Man, I like that song. You did something to me. It means something to me." That's just a plus.
Yeah.
So just be your own biggest fan, because when you can see the vision, other people may not be able to see it. You know, God may come to you and tell you, "I chose you to do this," and nobody else was there to hear that.
You gotta listen.
So be your own biggest fan, because everybody might not see see that vision. Everybody not be on board. Everybody not might be a fan of you at first. You gotta have self-belief and be your biggest fan to know that what you're doing is the right thing, that it's aligned with your spirit, it's aligned with your mental, and that you are good and you are great. And believe in yourself, believe your self-worth, and just keep going. Don't stop.
For sure. That's some really, really, really good advice. I'm going to take that advice. Y'all got to take that advice. Yeah, that was really good. And I feel like my cousin, he made clothes. Mall Marketplace, make sure y'all shop. Use Back to the Beat for 10% off. He made clothes, and he be saying that all the time, like, I'm making clothes for me. Like, whoever rock with it, you know? And it just be so crazy to now see people all over the country, like, shopping with him.
Most definitely.
And it's like, look, like, he don't even get second opinions from nobody, barely. Like, if he's getting a second opinion from somebody, he done already put it in the order. He just want to know what you think of it. Like, he just really, like you say, is like his number one fan, like, all this time. And now he's, you know, living his dreams, having clothes. So, yeah. All right. So, now we are done with the lip segment. Next, we're going to get into the random questions.
Never had. And ever since I've been trying to get it back, you pick it up, put it back. Now I'm something like the chemist on campus, but there's no drug around. I like what I found in you. I still can't feel my face. What am I smoking anyway? She said don't let the high go to waste. Can you taste it? Little taste, Novocaine, babe.
All right, y'all, we are back with the random questions. And my first question is, you mentioned that you play football.
Yeah.
So who's your top, like your favorite football team?
I'm from Oakland, so I was born a Raider fan.
A Raiders fan. I mean, you don't always have to go where you're born, because I'm definitely not a Jaguars fan.
Yeah, but my brother I told you about, he ain't a Jaguar fan either, which is crazy. He a Panther fan. I'm like, you're from Jacksonville. How did that happen? Before that, he was a Tennessee Titan fan because Steve McNair. Then he went and became a Panthers fan because of Cam.
Okay,
I'm like, but you from Jacksonville.
That's understandable, because I followed Jameis at one point. So, because it's Jameis.
And he was like, you can't keep following him.
Okay.
I heard you. But I was born into, my dad was, is my everything. So I was born into it. I didn't have a choice. Watching games with him, it was the Raiders and it was the Lakers. So I was born into it. But right now, I'm a fan in rehab, what I will say. What I mean by that is, I still root for them, but it's not the same. They in Vegas now. And it's like, when you really from the town, you really from Oakland.
I always want to ask somebody who was from there, how do they feel about them robbing y'all?
Oh, man, they took everything. They took the words. That's the Oakland words. That ain't the Golden State words. The Oracle is where everything is. You see Steph in all the interviews say it's nothing like playing in Oracle. Oracle is right there in the hood. So it's like they took everything. The A's, the Warriors, the Raiders. The Warriors had the winning success in the recent years, definitely. But the Raiders was the heart and soul of Oakland. That black and silver is nothing like it. So taking it, people try to act like it's the same, but it's not the same. Nothing will never be like the black hole in the Coliseum. Nothing will never be like the tailgate in the Coliseum. And I'm not speaking for a gentrified fan. I'm speaking for somebody that's born and raised in Oakland. Been through so many Raider games I can't even count. The tailgates, I know what it means. I've been there when the Raiders was bad. I'm talking about 2-14, 5-11, 6-10. So in my whole life of being a Raider fan, I think I've only seen 3 to 4 winning seasons, and they just left 4 years ago. So it's nothing like being a Raider fan and going to a Coliseum game. And so that's how most people from the town really feel. It's like they took the Raiders. You're gonna still root for them, but it'll never be the same until they come back, if they ever come back.
Got it. Okay. Now I wanted to ask, who are your top 3 artists coming out of the Bay Area?
My top 3 artists coming out of the Bay Area, all time or right now? I'm gonna give you both.
Okay.
All time, it has to be Messy Marv.
Okay.
He from San Francisco. It has to be my favorite all time. Has to be Messy Marv, Jay Stalin, and I would probably say the Jacka or Be Legit. Those are my top 3 favorite of all time. And right now, I would say the people I like to listen to from the Bay Area, I would say Lil Bean.
Okay.
He from San Francisco.
So I don't know none of these people.
You gotta go Google him. You gotta go YouTube him and listen to him. It would be probably Lil Bean. The people I listen to is from Northern California, not necessarily the Bay Area. Like I listen to Mozzie. Okay. That's my favorite artist, but he's from Sacramento, which is not the Bay. And then you got, EDK J-Bo. Then you got CML.
EDK, that sounds so familiar.
Yeah.
I wonder if I got it.
So he's from Stockton right now. He going crazy. So out of like the newer artists, the younger artists, he going crazy. The craziest right now. And he's from Stockton, which is part of Northern California, but it's not part of the Bay Area. So those would be my people from Northern California. And then for the Bay, like I said, it'd probably be Yee, 22nd Jim, and I would say Lil Bean.
Yeah, I don't know none of those people.
I
feel so disconnected.
You gotta just YouTube them. Everybody be sleeping on the Bay.
I feel so disconnected.
But everybody don't even know that most of that swag, most of that ism, most of everything that the world be saying come from, if we keeping it 100, it really come from Oakland. But we're going to just say the Bay Area. That slang, keeping it, that ain't P, keeping it P. That's
really
from where we from.
All I know is y'all say on mamas. That's all I know. And I just feel like that's crazy. Like anytime people are promoting anything that comes to like the Bay Area and stuff, they always say on mamas.
Nah, that's on my mama or on my mama, you feel me, or for sure.
That come from over there?
Yeah, come on now.
That's crazy.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like everything really be originating in Oakland and the Bay Area is we don't never get the credit that we deserve because so many people come and take our slang, our culture, and run off with it. Yeah. So we don't get what we deserve because our artists are not globally known. For the most part, we got Too Short and E40, but they've been out for like 30 years.
Forever.
So you get a lot of things that we invent, and good and bad, and we don't get our credit for it. So.
Yeah. Okay. And your top 3 rap albums all time?
Top 3 rap albums would be All Eyes on Me, Tupac. Gotta be there.
I saw it coming.
Yeah, come on now.
I saw it coming.
You gotta be there. That has to be there. Top 3. Man, you putting me on the spot. Tupac is gonna be there. 2 would probably have to be Biggie, Life After Death.
Okay.
Notorious B.I.G. And then 3, a rap album that I really love. Oh, that's easy. Nothing Was the Same, Drake.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a solid 3.
Yeah, I think that's Drake's best album. Okay. That's why I said it's subjective.
It's up there. I don't know. Mine change every day. Like,
come on now, man. You sound indecisive to me.
Oh, I am very.
Oh, come on now. It gotta be Nothing Was the Same, Views, or Take Care.
I was going to say Take Care. And
that's everybody goes to.
Nothing Was the Same switches because just off of Underground Kings alone, like that just does it.
Yeah.
But then it's like, but Nothing Was the Same. Yeah.
And Life After Death is great. But honestly, I'm gonna go with mean. I gotta take that out. This is what mean one of the most to me. I already gave you Pac. I gave you Nothing Was the Same. This is not even an album, but it's a project, and it's by J. Cole. Friday Night Lights.
Yeah.
I put Biggie in there because it's Biggie. I also love Jay-Z Black Album, but I'm gonna give you what mean the most to me. That's Nothing Was the Same, Drake, and Friday Night Lights is a project. It's a mixtape, but that's J. Cole's best project to me as a whole. And it just mean the most to me because I remember exactly where I was at when it dropped, what I was doing, and I needed that because I was young in college, trying to figure it out, and he was in college rapping about it, being in college, and his time and how hard it was, and people don't
definitely hits different.
Yeah, people don't know about the life, when you go to college and you don't come from necessarily a wealthy family or anything. You really figuring everything out on the go.
Literally.
How to eat. Because people be like, oh, you get a meal card, but the dining hall closed. So when that closed, what you gonna eat? And then after you're tired of eating that, You need to eat. You need to wash clothes. You need to get around. You need a haircut.
Right.
You need all these necessities. And then, depending on where you at, you can't just always go back home. And so I was an hour and a half away. It don't seem like a long way, but if you know Northern California, Oakland and Sacramento is far for a lot of people. So nobody was coming to see me every day, every week, every month. So I'm trying to figure everything out. So Friday Night Lights, it means so much to me, and I just want to say it got to be in my top 3. It's All Eyes on Me, Friday Night Lights, and Nothing Was the Same.
That's how I feel about when I say like if somebody was to ask me like my favorite rap or like album of all time, one of those would have to just be a project. Like,
yeah, exactly.
G Herbo, best rapper alive. Like that's his best piece of work ever.
Yeah.
Like that's.
And that's why I said it's what means something to you because, you know, a lot of people wasn't on J. Cole when I was on J. Cole. Like I heard J. Cole for the first time 2010, 2009, 2010, and I heard the warm up, which is like, you know, one of his first mixtapes.
Yeah.
And so when I heard Friday Night Lights, a lot of people, where I was at especially, you gotta think I'm in Oakland, a lot of people not listening to J. Cole. We still listening to Killing Me with
North Carolina.
He's from North Carolina. The whole side of the country. He all the way over here. So when I discovered J. Cole.
J. Cole concert, talking about where is he from? He had the big old.
Yeah, that's exactly where he's from.
North Carolina.
Fayetteville, North Carolina. So it means so much to me. I listened to it today, like I heard for the first time, and I heard that project over 10 years ago now. So I had to put that in there.
For sure. Got to. Okay, did you have fun?
Of course. I enjoyed our conversation.
Yeah.
It's definitely what I thought it was going to be. We covered a lot of things, and, you know, I just wanted to say I'm proud of you, bro, by just meeting you. And,
thank you.
You know, I'm thinking there's going to be multiple people in here, and you got a whole crew. We getting it, and I just want to say I'm proud of you because I love independent people that believe in something and they're not waiting for things to come. They're going out there and get it themselves.
Yeah.
You know, okay, I want to do a podcast. Okay, I'm gonna go get the lights. I'm gonna get the camera. Everybody that come, I'm gonna stop and play, whatever it may be. You're doing it because this is something you're passionate about. And I heard you when you say you're in the corporate world. You know, I did my homework on you. You was in the corporate world. You was getting a good salary, but you wasn't happy. So I love when people go after their passion because life is short. And I learned that more and more. When you lose somebody you love so much, you see that life is short. Somebody that you talk to every day, it's unimaginable when they're not here anymore and you can't pick up the phone and call them. So I just suggest everybody go find their passion because money is good. And a job can keep you there for a long time if they're paying you good money.
Right.
But money don't always equal fulfillment. You know, you can be getting paid a good check. It's people that step away from good money all the time and leave their corporate jobs because they're unfulfilled. And so I just wanted to applaud you and tell you on camera that I was proud of you because I know how hard it is to step away from a career and say, I'm about to go chase my dream.
For sure. Yes, thank you so much. And I'm proud of you too. Y'all got to go check out the project. I promise it is worth every single listen out there, okay?
Yeah. Love Me Now.
Yes.
Out
make
right
sure
now.
Y'all go ahead and get that. Tell me your Instagram name again. I'm going to put it right here at the bottom.
Instagram name is Scuba Squad Bells. That's SCUBASQUAD BELLZ. Love Me Now is out right now on even.biz. It's a pay what you want project. Go support that. Go listen to it. Give me your feedback. I'm in there in the chat asking people what their favorite songs is. Let me know what you think. You know, it's only $5. That's cheaper than what you're gonna spend at McDonald's, Wendy's, Burger King. Give it a listen. You know, don't just judge it because I'm from the West Coast. You know, we got a bad stigma. Go and listen to it. Let me know what you think. And if it's really that bad, I'll give your money back.
Oh my goodness, I promise you're not going to be giving nobody their money back. Thank you so much for coming on. Make sure y'all check out the new episode next week.